Hello, my name is Tardell, and I'm part of Group 13, and this is our conflict management group project. So to start with myself, I'm very into traveling. I feel like traveling is very important. It's good for your soul. It gives you a different kind of education that school can't give you. I love Disney. Being born and raised in Orlando, Florida, going to Disney when I was small was something that happened on a daily basis. So I consider Disney now part of my life. Um, my ethnicity, I'm Haitian. Um, my culture, a lot of people think that I'm just born here in America, that I'm just a black person, but I actually am from the islands. My family is. And being Haitian is something I love very much. Our culture is very fun. We're very into carnival and festivities, and our food is to die for. This is my dog, Olivier. He's my world. I've got him for a Valentine's Day gift from my boyfriend. And ever since I've had him, I never feel lonely because he's just always there. And lastly, I am a big food person. I love food. I'm down to try anything as long as it's not raw, but I'm down to try any kind of food. I've eaten at so many restaurants. I probably eat out maybe like once or twice a week just trying different places. So, yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Hiram and I'm part of Group 13. And about me, I love to have fun. By having fun, I mean going out with friends, talking, especially dancing. Also, my background, my ethnicity, I'm Puerto Rican. I speak a little bit of Spanish. I understand it way more than I speak it though. I love to play music. I was in a couple bands, performed all around Florida, Miami, Georgia, and everywhere. I listen to punk, hip hop, rock and roll, classic, disco, anything. And last but not least, for me, I love to work out. I was a lifeguard. We always work out, swimming, anything, running, and you can always catch me at UCF Gym.
Hello, my name is Nick, and I'm part of Group 13. And I'm a huge hockey fan, as you can see by my shirt. And I like to support the Orlando Solar Bears, a local team. And I like to support the Lightning as my favorite hockey team. And that's Victor Hedman. He's a defenseman for the Tampa Bay Lightning, one of the best defensemen in the NHL. And this is me in my Steven Stamkos jersey. And this is me with the Tampa Bay Lightning's mascot at a playoff game. As you can see, he has his little beard, his playoff beard on his little head.
Hi, I'm Kirsten. I'm also part of Group 13. The pictures that describe me, I was born and raised in Florida. I've wanted to go to UCF my whole life because I grew up right around here. I love going to the beach, love watching sunsets like most girls. This is my dog Lola. She's the best. My boyfriend didn't give it to me, but I bought it for myself. I'm German and Italian. I still keep in contact with all of my Italian relatives. I don't have too many relatives in Germany, but when I was little, I would visit my great-grandparents over there. I'm in a sorority that's been a lot of my college experience, and it's made it really great. And I love traveling. I spent the summer in Europe, and that was a really good experience. This is Terry. She also really likes traveling. This is a picture from Africa. She loves to cook, and she loves swimming. And that's Group 13. And then both Terry and I, our conflict styles are collaboration. So we have this picture says why collaborate, because together we're smarter. Collaboration is basically if you have a conflict, instead of each other giving something up to make it work, you try to satisfy both parties as much as you can. So there's like this picture of the bees, and even though they're going after different things, they instead try to work together to achieve, to satisfy both of the parties.
Hello again. Me and Nick's conflict styles are both compromise, and whereas in collaboration, both of each other work together to achieve something. In compromise, you kind of give something up, and as you can see here, it says meet me halfway. That's kind of what you do. You also give a little and take a little, so you guys can both come to an agreement. And in this picture, you see there's two people holding hands, and there's a crack in the middle, but they're different, but at the same way, they still agree on what the topic is.
And unlike my group members, Kristen and Terry are the same, Haram and Nick are the same, and me, I'm the oddball. My conflict style would be competition. I've always been competitive my whole life, so when I took the test, it only made sense that that was my result. The definition for somebody being competitive is you don't care for others and you just care about yourself and the goal that you're trying to achieve, which I can agree, I do care sometimes or a little bit for others, but at the end of the day, I do care about my goal and how I'm gonna reach there, and I need to do whatever I need to get to that goal. So that's why you see here, I have a picture. This was most recent in the Rio Olympics, and you see that she won gold, and in a way, her biting on the gold is her boasting. A lot of people, including myself, if you have a competitive nature, that's what you do. When you win, you let the world know about it and make sure that they know that you are number one. And a perfect example of that is Ali right here. In the fight, him doing the chest pound to his chest is showing him that he's on top, he's number one, and you stood no chance against him. And I feel like as a person, I do have that nature, because if I'm not number one, I just don't feel right, and I need to always be on top above everybody else. So, competition. And even though Terry and Kristen are collaborative, and you have Nick and Haram as compromise and myself as competition, yes, those are three different things, but in the end, they do come together. In a way, they can all work, because our quote, a snowflake is one of God's most fragile creations, but look at what they can do when they stick together. So when you look at snowflakes, if you to look at snowflakes individually, they all have their different design and pattern, and even when they fall separately, they don't fall together, they fall and go in different paths, but at the end, they do have the same journey. So with myself and my team members, our journey is to be successful in life. And if we were to, work by ourselves and like being an individual snowflake, which snowflakes are fragile and they break easily, but coming together, we can create something beautiful and have a strong foundation and to get to where we need to get to.
So to discuss how this knowledge kind of helped us work together on this project, first, finding out about other people's interests was really helpful, because in most group projects, you just try to get the project done. But in this, since we had to learn about each other, it was interesting to get to know them more as just another student in your class. You got to know where they're from, what they like doing, more them as people. As you can see, there's a lot of differences between us. And so then when we talked about our conflict styles, we also learned that they were pretty different as well, but also some of us were similar. So although we didn't really have any conflict while working on the group project, I think that may have had a lot to do with the fact that we knew each other's conflict styles. So, I knew that Tardell wanted to do really good on this project. I knew that myself and Terry wanted to also do really well on the project, but everyone else to do well also, and that Nick and Hiram would be really helpful in working as a team and making sure everyone was on the same page and compromising in that way. The quote also helped us because it's a good reminder of how individually we can be weak sometimes, and this project would have been a lot more difficult had we had to do it all by ourselves. And so working on it together gave us a lot more people power, I guess, to get it done and make it look nice and get it together. And that's Group 13.
What Kirsten was saying, basically, she is correct. We are all different, but we all come together and we can become one and work stronger. And also, this project, I feel not only myself and my team members, it's helped us from this class and on in our lives, because now in the workplace, in any place we are in life, we're going to meet individuals with different conflict styles than us. I can be working with someone who's just as competitive as me, or someone who's all about compromise, and I'm all about the competition, but I know how to approach and work with that person instead of having miscommunication off the bat and not being able to work together and come to our goal. So this project has definitely taught us the conflict styles, understanding each other and learning how to approach another without having you know, a conflict or a problem and not having the problem resolved in any way.